Well, welcome into HSN. I'm Shannon Smith. All right, how did you feel when you woke up this morning? If you have back pain, and let's face it, for most Americans, we all do, and if you're looking for that temporary relief, we have a product that is actually unparalleled in HSN. Longest running fitness item ever here at the network. If you've seen it on the infomercial, do you know you're not only getting bonuses and upgrades that they don't give you, we are also paying to send it to you, and they charge you for flex pay, and you only get 3 of them. We are doing interest-free payments of less than $60, 5 flex pays, and not only is this the best price in America, longest running fitness item ever here at HSN, but it also is almost fully assembled. So Roger Teeter is going to give you all the details, but we need your help. If you're a fan of the hang-ups inversion table like I am, we want to hear from you. And you know, it's not just me, but we all know and love Colleen Lopez here. Colleen celebrated her 20th year this last year, and we're on our feet, and I know Colleen had diving accidents when she was in high school. I've been in car accidents. We've all got our different, you know, crusade and cross to bear. I know I couldn't do this job, and I know she couldn't, because this was her top pick. And Colleen doesn't even do a lot of fitness shows. So if that tells you what a difference and what an impact this is going to make in your life without any impact, thanks to Roger Teeter. How you doing down there, Roger?
Hi, Sharon.
Good to see
I
you.
love coming to HSN because we get to give the best deal in the country. You know, absolutely. And after what, almost 17 and a half years, can you believe that?
And not only HSN's longest running fitness item, I will tell you, from the first time you get on this, you feel a difference. There is no other product. When you think of what you're doing for that temporary relief of pain, I mean, a lot of us are taking, you know, looking to pharmaceuticals and artificial means. This is a quick, easy, effective way to get that temporary relief of pain and to help me retain some of my posture as well.
Yes, you look better in your clothes.
Exactly.
I mean, poor posture is unattractive.
Right.
You know, but, and in fact, the temporary relief of back pain is just the beginning.
Yes.
You know, the temporary improvement in
Yes.
posture, improvement in flexibility, stretching and relaxing, helping to get rid of stress. We got such a problem today with stress, and helping you keep your original body shape.
Absolutely.
You know,
But
gravity.
Roger, it's not our friend, is it?
No.
And, you know, you do things for the HSN audience that you don't even do on the infomercial, because you're including free upgrades, and you don't, you know, we don't charge for flex pay, and you get more flex pays here.
Actually, if you've seen the infomercial, it's this is a $95 better value on flex pay over the infomercial, and it comes largely assembled. And I'm going to demonstrate that to you. But first of all, why do you want to hang upside down in the first place? I'm going to show you an animation of you inverting, because when you invert and relax, this is you. You don't have to go to full inversion to get all the benefits.
No.
You need to, you need to go as far as you can comfortably. At 60-degree angle, here, that stress in your shoulders, that's the first thing you're going to feel, that stress going out of your shoulders and running out your fingertips. And as you relax, you'll elongate. Look at that spine lengthening and straightening out. Those joints decompress. You got a sore joint? Take the pressure off. I mean, just go to the source of the problem naturally. Don't mask it with a pill. It's still screaming, you just can't hear it. Now, this is a totally different thing. This is not the quiet side of fitness. This is turning your teeter into a workout station. Those are tough sit-ups and inverted squats that sculpt the glutes and the hamstrings.
Yeah, with no load on your joints.
It doesn't.
It's no load on your back whatsoever.
You know, when you do a sit-up horizontally, you know that you can hurt your back. I'm sure you've been told that. When you're inverted, there are no loads on your back. Tough sit-up, let me tell you. But no loads on your back.
Absolutely. But don't forget, you are the most important part of this show. And I would love it if I would love to break a testimonial record in this hour. I mean, we get the best testimonials when Roger is here, or hold at the end of the call if you're calling for the very first time. It is not out of the realm to say that this is life-changing. I know that I'm doing things at almost 50 that I'm doing thanks to the hang-ups inversion table. And I'm not the only one. Colleen, who doesn't do a lot of fitness shows here at HSN, she made this her top pick. I don't think for any of us out there, I don't care if you suffer from back pain or not, if you want to release the stress in your day, if you are looking for a natural way to get that effective temporary pain relief, it's hard to say no to this. It really is, because it's a life-changing product.
It's life-changing, and you know, hosts on HSN, you have stressful lives.
You better believe it.
And that's the #2 reason that people buy inversion is stress relief.
Yeah.
You know, to decompress the body, to get rid of that tension. You know, and if you've got a bad night's sleep, you know, and you wake up and you're not really awake, this is like 2 cups of coffee without the caffeine, and you're out of the chute. You don't have to wait for the caffeine to kick in.
Exactly.
It's that extra blood to the head. It's a wake-up for your brain, let me tell you.
It is. So, Roger, could you do us the honors and take us on a tour of the table here?
Yeah.
Because remember, you're getting upgrades. You do not get on the infomercial, and not only that, almost $100 worth of free upgrades, but you don't get the 5-pay flex pay even when you get it from the infomercial. So now this is where I adjust my height, right?
Yeah, adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6", and your height in inches and in centimeters is right on the main shaft. You can see how easy it went from the storage position into the use position. Comfort Dial foot platform. This is for big shoes, small shoes. How easy is that? And Shannon, I know you've done this before.
Right.
These are super squishy soft.
So these are better than the one that, because I got mine, I think it's almost 17 years ago. I think I've had mine for well over a decade.
Yeah.
And how many improvements have you made on your table?
Way over 100. We stopped
really?
counting at 100, you know, and in fact, these foot clamps, 50% more surface area than yours and much softer. We had to actually had to retool 3 times to get it the way we wanted it.
Oh, wow.
And finally, that is it. Okay, and we have the ComforTrak bed.
Nice.
You see all these slots on here. These
Acupressure
I didn't get
my lumbar bridge. I didn't get these these acupressure nodes.
Acupressure nodes, right.
Those are all included for free.
All included for free, absolutely.
Oh.
Now, every one of these slots here, you can take these nodes.
Yeah.
There's 8 of them in 4 heights. There's 4 colors, which designate the height. The lumbar bridge, you can see all these slots. You can put this in many locations and many heights. This is a high-tech plastic, does not stain.
No.
It is also a decompression surface in the sense that it's a surface that encourages your body to elongate while you're inverted. So yeah, you wouldn't want a padded surface because you kind of stick into it. And the whole idea is you want to lengthen that 1 to 2 inches and get that decompression and that temporary back pain relief. All right, these oversized handles, not on the infomercial. A $70 upgrade.
Wow.
So $70 upgrade. The color-coded safety strap allows you to preset your maximum inversion angle. Slide the buckle to the green. Starts out at a 25-degree angle. And the orange is 45 and the red is 60 degrees. And, of course, anything in between. Right. So that's a $10 upgrade. So that's $80. And then if you buy this on the infomercial on FlexPay, we only give you 3 and we charge you $15. So there you are, $95 on FlexPay. But my favorite thing is that this table on HSN is more fully assembled. And we've had questions about that. So I really I'm going to show you what comes out of the box. Okay. Because it is that easy.
So it's like 90% assembled.
Yeah, you want to hold that
for
a second, Shannon?
Okay.
All right, and then this bed comes out like this, and then
pops out.
These arms are loose. I am going to put those back in, just for the sake of I haven't got enough hands. You don't have enough hands there. And you got to hold one more hand there.
Okay, I can
All right,
handle that.
and then the A-frame. So basically, this comes out of the box just like this.
Right.
These arms, they just snap into place like that. There's cam locks.
Okay.
There, like that. A-frame is fully assembled, except that you need to put these $70 freebie upgrade handles on. There are 3 screws here, machine screws. 1, 2, 3, and there's this bolt. That's your job in assembly. Other than that, the A-frame's assembled.
Yep.
You move it out. You put the arms in the bed.
Yep.
You snap that into place. Snap, snap.
Right.
Main shaft is fully assembled.
So that main shaft is already put together.
Yeah, if you buy this with the infomercial, you have to assemble a lot of these small pieces. That is the difference. So there you are, done. Is that bad? You'll spend more time getting it out of the box.
He's not kidding. I mean, no kidding. So we've got more features to talk about.
We got a phone call.
We're going to say hi to Renee in Illinois. Renee, thank you. You're our first caller because we're going to make this a record-breaking testimonial hour. You're live with Roger Teeter. Welcome to HSN.
Hi. Good evening.
Hi, Renee. So tell us, in those 2 weeks that you've been using the hang-ups, how you feeling? What's it doing for you?
It has made such a huge difference in my life. I have right after the other, and it has just, dogged me all these years, down my lower back, down my leg, and I used to have to spend weeks and weeks with a chiropractor and in physical therapy going through this excruciating therapy to kind of loosen up the tendons and the ligaments there. And I put this together 2 weeks ago, gave it a shot, and really thought it was a fluke because the first day I tried it, I felt so much better. And I thought, wow, this is, can't be. So I kept at it. And I actually, the last 2 days, have been busy and didn't have a chance to get downstairs and get on my Teeter hang-ups. And I woke up this morning kind of with that pain coming back, and I headed down there right away, and I inverted, and I did my stretching and my, inversion for a while, and felt so much better. So I'm so excited that you were on this this weekend, because I was actually going to write a letter to you, Roger, because it just made such a huge difference in my life and my day-to-day mobility that I can't say enough about it. Actually, I've recommended it to several friends, and they've already ordered some. So
that's why it's been on HSN for over 17 years.
Yeah.
Your recommendations, people try it and buy it. Your kind of testimony is my pay. At 76 years old, I'm not working for anything else but to show people how they can change their life as my life was changed.
Yeah, I feel like now I can get back out and do my regular exercising, and I just have more energy. It's just amazing. You really have changed my life, and I thank you so much.
Renee, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Renee. What a great phone call. I mean, this is not an unusual story, folks. I mean, get on the internet. There's 324 reviews on HSN. Over 70% 5 stars, perfect 5 stars. Yeah, I wrecked my back. How did I get into this, people? I wrecked my back. My gosh, it's close to 40 years ago now. And when I say wrecked, on worst days, I couldn't even get out of bed. I had to roll onto the floor, crawl into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. I tried everything to get relief. That went on for 5 years. Nothing really worked. I was introduced to inversion, and I scoffed at it. I did. How could 5 minutes of hanging upside down really make a difference? My back's killing me for 16 hours a day. But what did I have to lose? I tried it. The relief I got was temporary. It was kind of like what Susan, the shock. I can't be. It's a fluke. Right. It's a fluke. I hung upside down, and I can't believe it. It's just a fluke. But look at this. Is what gravity's doing to your body. As you get older, you get shorter. As you get shorter, you bulge out in the center. A lot of that middle-age spread isn't even weight gain. It's internal organs winning the race to the floor. But, it's not the loss of figure that's a big deal. Well, it is. It's a big deal. Okay, but it's the fact that height loss is in the soft tissue of the joints. That's where your flexibility is, your shock absorption, your ability to be active, to have a life. So inversion can fight back against the harmful compression of the body by gravity. But one thing I want to point out, that the caller was saying that she skipped a couple of days and the discomfort came back. This should be thought of as a maintenance program. Yeah. You do this in so many other parts of your body. What are you doing to keep your skin youthful? Right? Good point. What are you doing for your hair? Keep your hair youthful. Gotta do it every day. You go to the gym to work out. And when you go to the gym and you finally get fit, is that when you quit? No, it's crazy. You gotta do it. It's a maintenance program. This is a maintenance program. What are you doing for your spine? A regular program of proper inversion, we're talking 3 to 5 minutes a day, can help you keep that youthful flexibility, that youthful function. Well, and 3 to 5 minutes, too. We're not talking hours on the treadmill. We're not talking hours at the gym. We're not talking about radically asking you to change your life, but we are talking about a life-changing experience, and it's priceless. Not even working out. Unless you want to. That's the bonus. This is a kickback. This is all gain, no pain. This is the quiet side of fitness. You don't really do anything. Gravity does it for you. 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your angle. But don't let Renee be the only one. Like I said, I want to break all records with testimonials because you are the stars of this show. And I can promise you, we didn't get to ask Renee this. Chances are you've either seen Roger on the infomercial or you've seen him here at HSN. And what has prohibited you from making that phone call in the past? I bet you Renee had watched a couple of times before she ever made that purchase. And once you get this at home, you say, why did I wait so long?
And you know, I say this a lot, but it's really true. I believe you're watching this show for a reason. And if you are like most Americans and you're suffering from that back discomfort and that pain and you're looking for temporary relief, this is a natural way to not only facilitate that, but you're really kind of putting the pep back in your step. You're helping keeping, you know, that posture and that length that, you know, life on this planet is eroding.
Right, absolutely. In fact, you all know what gravity's doing to you.
Yeah.
You walked around a mall carrying bags or a briefcase or a baby or something.
Yeah.
That, you know how that feels? That is compression fatigue.
It is.
That is the result of gravity compressing you. This inversion is the reverse of that. It's the decompression. It's the relief. It's taking all that load off, not just to normal, but beyond normal, to taking it to the point where your body decompresses. You'll elongate 1 to 2 inches.
Wow.
And if you have misalignments from slouch sitting, rounded shoulders, you know, high heels, ladies, puts too much curvature in your back. As you elongate, those things do naturally realign. All your joints naturally realigning, taking the pressure off the joints. I mean, it's pressure on those joints that you're feeling when you're walking around the mall carrying all these bags. That's it. This is reversing that pressure. And again, this is the workout phase. If somebody in the family wants to turn it into a workout station, they can. This is not the quiet side of fitness.
It's true.
That is it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I do want to talk a little bit more about the nodes because I think they're a great plus. They twist and lock in place.
Like if you've got that little knot in your shoulder, that knot in your back.
Right. Just position the nodes, pick the right height, you know, from the red ones are, they're merciless, let me tell you. But then pick the right height, put it in the right spot, and then as you rock back and forth, your body actually rubs across the nodes, because when you go head down, you elongate. When you come back up, gravity recompresses you. You see a rub back and forth. And again, the lumbar bridge gives you support for your back while you're in partial inversion. Okay, I've got it set. I want to demonstrate it. You step in, pull the pin. That's your job. And make sure you're clamped. And the idea is that this pivot point is at the center of your mass. So when you lean back, you and the table become a teeter-totter.
Yes,
if
you do.
Will. And you can control it simply by shifting weight. Now, this table is rotating solely on the weight of one arm. I mean, there's no table that does this. This is a precision balancing. And now, I know a lot of people, that's a little scary. That's so tippy. I don't think I can do that. That's what these oversized handles are for. The $70 upgrade that you're getting only on HSN. You can walk yourself back. Actually, I would have one arm, the weight of one arm, and then slide your other hand up and down the handle so you have total control. Now, the benefits do start even at this shallow angle. In fact, this is about where I'd like you to start. You know, and you'll find stress relief, some decompression, some temporary posture improvement, some, you know, improved flexibility, and a lot of stress relief. Now, this is the angle I like you to work up to. It's kind of a minimum. And you'll know you're there because your hand's flying right in this grip. This thing is such a simple little thing, this little curved grip. I can just pull and push my body around and work it on those nodes. You know, full inversion, again, you don't need to go here. But believe it or not, 50% of you will, because you are well designed to be upside down. Well designed. You're just out of training. Yes, you are. We've all been upside down for 6 weeks prior to birth. So you're out of training. But, you know, so upside down because more freedom. And when you've got an elongated body, you can get some flexibility back that you've never had. And, again, if you wish, not for everybody, you can turn the Teeter into a workout station. Toughest sit-up on the planet. You know, no loads on the back, however.
Wow.
You know, and, you know, when you're over 76 like I am, it's functional fitness that counts. That means joints that work. Having be able to be active, to get out, you know, to be able to have a life. If you can't jump like that after a month or so, send it back.
Well,
okay, maybe you don't want to jump like that.
And that's just it.
But
you know,
you want to feel like you can jump like that.
You do, because now this is what you and your
this is shot on my 75th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my My 4-year-old, actually it was 3-year-olds there, son Joven in the middle and Miles, 10-year-old on the outside. That's what life ought to be. Ought to be able to ski with your kids, to be active with them. You know, but you got to have joints that work to be able to do that. And if you're going to play with the boys, you're going to be taking some falls, and you better have some backup with the, backup with the inversion table to get the bounce back in your steps so that before they come the next time.
Absolutely. And you know what? We've got so much information to talk about. We've got the Nackhamson study. We've got firefighters.
Let's see the firefighters. You know, this is actually they're smoke jumpers in Idaho, but let's hear their testimony. There's lots of fire departments that have it. I mean, this is just one example.
The back injuries can be detrimental to a person's career. It can be detrimental to our patients, and it can be detrimental to the other crew members if somebody injures their back and they're unable to perform, especially in the middle of an incident.
Firefighters often have all this weight compressing their spine for the entire duration of basically our work shift, especially if we're on a fire call. So being able to come back and off all that weight and then decompress your spine makes perfect sense.
Because I do have a history of lower back injuries, the thing that I like about the Teeter is that it really allows my lower back to relax. I feel like it decompresses my spine.
For me, I'm in my 50s now, and having that ability to release the tension in my back with the Teeter is great. I love it.
You know what's interesting? The last time I worked with Roger, we actually got a testimonial from a fireman while we were on the air with the hang-ups. And, you know, we're talking about occupations, the most extreme physical situations. And if it can help them, imagine what it might be able to do for you. The biggest thing that you're going to have to decide, though, is to make your way to the phones. I know a lot of you watch Roger. You've seen the infomercial. Make that call, because I can tell you for a fact, and you heard Renee, and don't let Renee be the only one, she said from the very first time she got on this, she felt that temporary relief of back pain. And for a lot of us out there, if you've thrown up your hands, if you said, listen, I've been there, done that, I've tried that, if it were for stress relief alone, this wouldn't have been on HSN for 17 years. It wouldn't be Colleen Lopez's #1 host pick if it didn't make a significant life-changing decision for all of us, basically.
Yeah, we're all under gravity.
We are.
I mean, you know what gravity's doing to you. You really do.
You better believe it.
You've got to be curious what inversion can do for you. But if you're going to hang upside down, you know, you need to have a product that independently safety tested by outside engineers. And Teeter's the only brand that meets every safety standard for inversion that's around the world. Even the CE mark. That is not fitness. That little number there, that pertains to medical. This meets the current standard. The current standard this year, 2015, for medical equipment in the European. This UL mark, UL 1647, is the toughest spec. It's actually harder than the CE mark. And this requires 12 different tests that are extremely difficult to pass, but ones that prove the table is safe. For example,
what are we looking at here, Roger?
This is the cycle testing. I want you to look carefully on the right-hand side. There's a vertical line with writing. Do you see that writing? That is what the UL safety engineers said the table needs to meet in cycle testing. We're talking about every table being loaded with its maximum weight, in our case 300 pounds, and then cycled 30,000 times. I mean, lots of people do 20, 30 in one session, so 30,000 isn't unrealistic. That long blue line on top, that's us. We went 10,000 cycles beyond the requirement and turned the machine off for time. It was not broke. I did sit-ups on that table after 40,000 cycles. Look at those lookalikes.
Oh my gosh.
They use ordinary steel. We use high carbon steels, heat treated and key components. My background is aircraft, and we design out fatigue. Those cycle tests broke at like 11% of spec value. Here's the static load. We break every table. In other words, you load it until it actually breaks. Again, the vertical line on the left, it has to go 4 times maximum weight, or 1,200 pounds. We go about 1,400 pounds to failure. But look at the lookalikes, 400. Even that one, the short one, is 180. Now, you may think, well, I'm only 120 pounds. 180 is fine. No, because when you bounce on the machine, if you're doing sit-ups, the machine will see 2 to 3 times your body weight.
Oh, wow.
You know, so that I-beam, that's a 300-pound I-beam. 30,000 cycles with that I-beam on it, and it needs to be. If your treadmill breaks, it's annoying. If this breaks, it can hurt you. Don't even think about inverting on a lookalike that doesn't meet basic safety standards set by independent safety engineers.
Absolutely, because not all inversion tables are created alike. And Rogers is head and shoulders. It's in a superior category. It's truly in a category all of its own. But tonight and today, you are making a life-changing decision. Not only upgrades, Rogers has even lost count. I mean, they stopped counting at over 100 upgrades. Performance and strength, he keeps making this better and better. But to me is, if you are suffering from back pain and you are looking for temporary relief, I think for most of us out there, if you've got a family member who suffers from you know, back discomfort like my mom, you would do anything for them to get that temporary relief, especially in a natural, effective, immediate way. That's why this is really a priceless gift that you give to yourself or anybody that you love and care about in your life. Because the truth is, Roger, it can't help you unless you get it at home and try it. I mean, it can't.
You will be amazed at what inversion really does to your body. I mean, you naturally realign yourself. Yes. So much of us sit in front of a computer, the head's out in front, slouching in front of the TV. When you invert, what do you think happens? Your head goes back on your shoulders. Right. Your head, your chest, your hips, your legs all line up separately and actually puts you in perfect alignment. And you get off feeling taller because in part you're standing upright, you're looking better in your clothes. The big deal is getting rid of stress and back pain and getting some improved flexibility to be able to be active, to do those things you stopped doing, you know, a few years ago because your joints were hurting. And isn't that when the weight gain came? Because you were less active? Get the joints relief, get the temporary relief from back pain and that improved flexibility so that you feel like working out.
Absolutely.
And then you'll enjoy losing that extra weight instead of having to fight the joints.
You will. And life on this planet is not kind to us. In fact, what I always find so interesting is if you're sitting at a computer desk, if you're sitting in traffic, I mean, that honestly is harder on your back than even standing, which I mean, seriously.
The Nackimson study is an example of that. Dr. Nackimson did a study in Gothenburg University in Sweden a number of years ago. It's actually in all the textbooks. And a number of volunteers actually permitted a pressure sensor, that bright light you just saw, a pressure sensor was surgically implanted inside the third lumbar disc. And then, of course, there were, and then the pressure reading standing up was a baseline. It's set at 100%. Obviously, every person in the study had a different reading, but their individual reading was 100%. For them, when you bend over, their reading doubled. That's why you got to be careful bending over. Did you know that? 50% higher load sitting in good posture.
Right.
Ha! 2.5 times the loads. You take a load off your muscles. You know, I'm going to take a load off.
Right.
You're dumping it on your back. You know, the back, 2.5 times the load sitting in poor posture. That last 25% goes to bed with you. It's not caused by gravity. It's caused by the construction of the spine. There's 140 ligaments, hundreds of ligaments, 140 muscles. They stabilize the spine, but they hold it in background compression like rubber bands. To get that decompression, you've got to overcome that rubber band effect.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of force. That's why you've got to go to 60 degrees or more to really get that decompression and have those joints. Now, the benefits for stress relief, that's a whole different game. You can go to this angle. Stress relief's there. You want to really decompress the joints, get that natural realignment, take the pressure off the joints. You need to work up to this angle or even full inversion. You know, but the real answer is listen to your body. Go to the maximum angle that you can totally relax at and use 4 or 5 sessions working up to that.
Absolutely. But again, only as long as supplies last. This is Roger's first show of the visit, which is why we have quantities. More often than not, he sells out before a visit is over. And you know you're watching this show for a reason. If you are one of millions of Americans who are suffering from discomfort and back pain and are looking for temporary relief, but in a pain, you know, in an instant way, in a natural way, because even if you're taking some pharmaceutical, that's temporary as well. This is a natural way to help get that immediate temporary relief. but get it in a way that you're going to enjoy for the rest of your life. It truly is life-changing, and it's not just, you know, the years in our life. It's putting life back into your years. Because, like, it's true, though, because Roger's living proof. I mean, you want to be able to play with the grandkids. You want to be able to walk the dog. You want to be able to maybe get more active again. This could be the answer for you. If you think you've tried everything else, you really owe it to yourself to join us and get this while it's available. Remember, if you've seen Roger on infomercial, this is the best price in America. You're getting almost $100 worth of free upgrades with your purchase. You're getting 5 pay flex pay that we do not charge you for. On the infomercial, you only get 3, and they charge you $15 for that. Plus, you get free shipping, and this, Roger did this only for you. About 90% of the table is already assembled. And on the infomercial, you're putting together all the little pieces and parts on the foot clamps. That part is already assembled for you when you take it out of the box.
Right. This comes out of the box just exactly like this.
Right.
You know, 100% assembled. You do have to put these handles on. Right. You know, the whole table isn't totally assembled. You have to mount these handles. But these are a $70 upgrade you don't get on the infomercial.
All right, so we also have some testimonials, and don't forget, you are the most important part of this show. We would love to hear from you, so take a moment, hold at the end of that call. We'd love to meet and greet you. But, Roger, we've got some more fans of this table to hear from, right?
Yes, let's
take a listen.
Okay. The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day, too, and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
You know, I love Dr. Thompson. He calls it Roger's machine. You know, he put me back together. We met professionally. I had a head-on collision in Mexico, got my first ride in a Learjet. He is the senior orthopedic surgeon in a Trauma 1 center in San Diego. And I was there quite a while, and he bought 2 machines. The one he used personally, he said, has helped him so much that he's recommended it to at least 30 people, and he wouldn't even take a free machine for this testimony. He did that just because it changed. It's so much difference in his life. The second table he bought was for his son, who's a spinal surgeon. But I want to reemphasize 2 things he said. Remember, he said it's a maintenance program. He didn't use that word, but he says a regular program of, you know, getting temporary relief during the day, giving your back a break. But before that, he also talked about height loss. You know, we lose height. You saw the animation of somebody getting older over time, but that happens daily. You know, we all lose, I think Dr. Tons said something like 1/2 inch each day. When we get up in the morning, we're the tallest we're going to be all day. During the day, our own body weight. Yeah, this is a long-term effect of aging, but that change to a lesser degree happens daily. And you know it. You know, your pants get tighter in the afternoon, ladies. That's because you're shorter. It's not lunch. Skip lunch. When you get shorter, you bulge out in the center. Or you adjust the rear view mirror down when you drive home at night because you're shorter.
Right.
Those daily changes do reverse overnight, but not 100%. And then you have this permanent height change, and that's the one that steals your figure, steals your flexibility, steals your ability to be active, to keep up with the grandkids, to have a life. You know, and I know I'm repeating this, but it's so important you understand this. These dark lines are the fluid-filled shock absorbers of your spine. That's just what Dr. Tons said. They're constantly changing their fluid content because of gravity. When you get up in the morning, your own body weight starts to squeeze the moisture out of all of these discs, and by the end of the day, they're all thinner, and a thinner disc can cause problems because the opening that these nerves come through is controlled by the height of the disc. But whether it's inversion is a way to fight back, to help those joints decompress and stay flexible and healthy. Healthy joints is what this is about.
Absolutely. It's the one part that we want to be fat and happy, ladies.
Yes,
it's the only
absolutely.
time we want to talk about fat and happy. So the problem is we only bring in a certain number of these. A couple of things I do want to point out. We've got our models in the background here because we've got some great accessories that we always recommend as well to make the most of your inversion experience. So I know you've been seeing them rotate at the bottom of your screen, but we've got the mat, and then we've also got the little the boots, and then of course the workout mat as well.
Yeah, this, you know, if you're really going to do aggressive exercise, the inverted squats and heavy sit-ups, and you want boots that you could take to the gym and hang in a power rack if they'll let you. I mean, the boots are a great upgrade. They will work on any table ever sold on HSN. Right. The clamps come off with 2 bolts, and the support for the boots comes on. That is a tough sit-up, let me tell you.
But no load on the back.
No load on the back. And then you can see this mat that is under Justin. It is laminated. It's 2 layers of rubber fabric in between, hand washable. It has 25 figures on it that is what we suggest you do. This first column is what we suggest you do on week 1. Then week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5 gets into the kind of things that Matt's doing.
Okay.
You know, and by the way, these loops, they put a 2-degree bend in the knee. Justin, straighten your legs out once. When you're on an inversion machine, you hang pretty straight. But when you're on the boots, relax. It pushes a 2-degree bend in the knee, so it takes some loads off of the knee as well as the ankle. This is what the military use for a 6.5-year evaluation. We'll talk about them in a minute. Right. And then Mel she's got the job that beats everything. This massage mat, it has 10 motors. There's the strongest motors that you can have for a massage mat, you know, and
oh my gosh, I want that.
But there are, and you've got these controls like my gosh, 50 different settings. I mean, this is. You've seen this before in massage mats. We've got everything any high-end massage mat has, but we have 2 things they don't have. One is Velcro straps that hold it to your inversion table or your office chair or any place else you want to put it that you can plug it into electrical. And then the second thing is what looks like a pillow, but it's not.
Okay.
This is, your head doesn't go on the pillow, it goes above it. And that controls the curvature in your cervical spine and puts those heaters on just on either side of your neck where a lot of people carry a lot of stress. This massage mat can work on any table ever sold on HSN.
Okay, now here's the thing. We have every service representative taking phone calls. We would love to send this your way. Remember, it is the best price in America. If you've seen Roger on the infomercial, you're getting almost $100 worth of upgrades. You're getting free shipping. And unlike the infomercial, where they charge you to do a flex payment, and it's only 3 of them. They charge you $15 in order to do a flex payment situation. Our flex pay is basically we don't charge you for them, and you get 5. So for less than $60, you get this at home. We pay to send it to you, and unlike the infomercial, this is about 90% assembled. You get the free upgrades, but you don't have to put on the little foot clamps on your own. You just put the handles on yourself. It's harder to take it out of the box than it is to put it together, basically. I mean,
it's well packed. Yes,
it is well packed. And the DVD as well, which is important.
This is important because it has 75 minutes. Besides everything that we've told you on the inversion table, it repeats it. But it also has 5 healthy back classes by Dr. Sean. That's 10 to 15-minute classes to correct posture, morning wake up. The very classes that your doctor would give you if he or she said, we've got to strengthen your back and improve flexibility. She developed these classes. She actually sells the class procedure to other doctors to give to their patients.
And remember, we were just talking about the boots, I mean, and the Army. So in the most challenging of physical situations.
It's for, look, inversion's for young, old, top athletes and couch potatoes. And couch potatoes probably need it more than anybody because you do a lot of sitting. You know, and sitting, as we've shown you with an Atkinson study, is worse on your back than standing by up to 2.5 times. All right, I want to tell you about a 6.5-year evaluation by U.S. Army Fitness School at Fort Benning. The idea was that the people in basic training were having compression injuries and getting knocked out of training. 65% of the women would miss 1 or more days, and the men was around 40%. You can't run a program like that. So the whole idea is everybody in basic training would hang upside down 5 minutes at the end of the day. I mean, this is just a sample. That award certificate was for providing safe and effective equipment over 6.5 years, and that's for everybody in basic training. Typically, this is some sample they did for our filming, but typically we'd have 40 people hanging all at one time and going through that exercise. I want to read the letter from Lieutenant Colonel William R. Rieger, head of the U.S. Army Fitness School. His job is to recommend fitness modality to the entire Army.
Oh, wow.
And after 6.5 years, I'm just going to read a couple of lines here. He writes, "We believe in the value of inverted decompression and mobilization and appreciate your efforts to produce safe and effective equipment. Your inversion boots, which they use in the field, and your inversion table, which they use in the hospital, provide an ideal way to mitigate the stress of running, jumping, and other strenuous tasks we require our soldiers to regularly perform. We intend to include inverted decompression and mobilization in future Army-wide physical training doctrine." And they did a DVD of the inversion and other things they were promoting and sent it to every commanding officer for the Army worldwide.
Oh, that's huge. So, I mean, in any demanding situation or not so demanding, I mean, life on this planet is not kind to our back.
You know, you weekend warriors are actually harder on your back in one sense than the military. At least they're doing it to themselves every day. You know, and you're doing nothing during the week, all that sitting, driving, TV, sitting at a desk, computer, and then on the weekend you're trying to catch up on gardening, you know, soccer with the kids, that kind of thing. You know, the idea is if you do tweak something and you know it, tomorrow's going to be awful.
Right.
You know, get on the table, decompress, and as you know, go to as much angle as you can, because now we're looking for some serious decompression, and then relax, let your body elongate, and then gently move around, and there's a very good chance that catch will recorrect itself. That is exactly what the Army found out after 6.5 years. They greatly reduced lost training time from compression injury.
And it's amazing. When you invert, which I'm going to do in just a few moments, you can actually feel things going back into their proper place. You can actually feel things going where they should have been in the first place. So if you're watching this show, we've got one for you now. It is truly a life transformational. It's a life-changing decision. If you've seen Roger, if you've seen the infomercial, let tonight be the night that he helps change how you feel. If you have back pain and you're looking for that temporary relief, a natural way to get that temporary relief, there is no better time than the present. We're going to check in with Adam, who's got a brand new Today Special coming up at midnight, and then Roger and I will summarize some of the top features. Of course, you've still got time to join us and share your hang-up story and your...
Please call.
Please call.
That's my page.
Exactly. We want to hear from you. But we'll do more of that after Adam gives us a peek at what's coming up at midnight. Hey, Adam.
Oh my goodness, Shannon, we are so thrilled about tonight's Today Special. Folks, in my hand, I have the latest craze that's been sweeping the nation for the past year and a half. Laser lights. Take a little look at the magical effect that you can create on the outside of your home. The flower beds, the swimming pool, indoors or outdoors. Tonight, we are going to premiere a world launch. The latest technology that not only gives you red or green and green lights, or a solid white beam. So now you've got a floodlight that can illuminate maybe the tree, or maybe that palm tree, or maybe the driveway. It's a brilliant opportunity, all metal construction, highest quality out there. You know, these are expensive, I'll tell you right now. They can typically cost in the market $200, $250, $300. Our price tonight is under $100 on FlexPay. And this isn't just about holidays, it's all year round. It's landscape accenting at its very best. I'll see you back here in 15 minutes time for an illuminating experience.
Thank you, Adam. Okay, it's true. I do have hang-ups.
It makes you giddy, too. That extra oxygen to the brain or the extra blood to the brain can give you a little giddy feeling.
See, it's better than that cup of coffee, Roger. I mean, you know what? I don't need a martini now. But I have to say, though, I mean, it wakes you up, but it's still very energizing and invigorating at the same time.
And this is a huge thing for your body. You're not doing anything, but think of your weight-bearing joints, like in the lumbar area. The lumbar joints are holding 60% of your body weight. When you're sleeping, laying down, they're still 25% compressed per the Atkinson study. This, you're taking the weight off. You're not only taking the weight off, you are using that same weight to decompress it. Every single joint is being decompressed by exactly the same weight that it normally has to carry. It's progressive decompression. That's why horizontal decompression isn't as effective. Yeah. You know, this is an Atkinson study again. And that bright light, surgically implanted pressure sensor, baseline for everybody in the study was whatever their reading was standing up is 100%. And then as you go through life, bending over, let's say you're picking up groceries and putting them on a shelf. Well, you need to be careful because when you bend over, the loads in your back double. Look at that. But did you know that's 50% higher loads in good posture? I can't emphasize this too much. Look at that. That's the way practically everybody ends. Yeah, I know, right. I end up too in front of a computer. That last 25% goes to bed with you because it's not caused by the gravity, it's caused by the construction of the spine. You've got hundreds and hundreds of ligaments, and there's 140 muscles in 4 layers. There's the ligaments, there's the muscles. They stabilize the spine, but look at, they're holding it in background compression like a lot of rubber bands. And that's why going to bed, those joints are pressurized. When you invert and relax, you get that temporary elongation, that natural realignment. Realign your joints. Yeah. Get them the way they're supposed to be. And that is one of the secrets that a lot of athletes use. Ben Roethlisberger let's just use his name. In fact, he did it free because it changed his life. We got 16 people in the pro golf circuit, 100 professional baseball players. We have a whole line of equipment for people 6 foot to 7'7". I think you can figure out who's that for.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you probably guessed. But, you know, that's just it. I mean, professional athletes rely on this. So people who are the most abusive to their backs.
Right, firefighters, the military, the police. I mean, a lot of people that carry these heavy loads like the military and the firefighters. They're about 60 pounds. Did you realize it's that much?
Wow.
60 pounds for those oxygen tanks. You know, that. But, okay, so we talked about athletes. Now we're going to talk about what I call super seniors, which fits into my... I know about the super part, but I'm certainly a senior. But when it comes to super seniors, Millie certainly qualifies. Let's hear Millie's testimony, and then I'm going to tell you about how this testimony is out of date, okay?
I invert every single day. It's like brushing my teeth. It's part of my routine. I get on the table and stretch myself out, and it's just a wonderful tool for relaxation. Just 18 months ago, I tested for and I became a 4th Dan black belt Taekwondo master. If you want to reach a different level of fitness, you have to try things. The Teeter Hang-Ups is probably one of the best tools for overall health, for feeling better, for stretching out your muscles. And what can be easier?
Okay, so I'm dying to know, why is that out of date?
Well, you caught the tech talk, right? Right. Millie said she's 4th level black belt in Taekwondo. No, she is 5th level. She just passed it this year. No, it was right at the end of last year at, ready for this, 89. 89 years old, kicking high enough. I don't know how many boards she's got to break in so many seconds. 5th level black belt. And you know her first lesson in Taekwondo ever at the age of 70?
Oh, wow.
How's that for a retirement career? I mean, Don't steal her purse.
That's what I was going to say.
No.
Nobody's messing with Millie. Hey, I do have to let you know, I know you see that clock on your screen. Adam's getting ready to launch a brand new Today's Special. Hundreds of you are joining us. Yes, we want to take your testimonial before we run out of time, but more importantly, you need to make that buying decision. I know for myself, for Colleen, and Colleen doesn't do fitness shows here. She's been here almost 20 years. I've been here almost 20 years. We rely on this to do our jobs. And if whatever is your crusade to bear, if it's keeping you from doing what you want in your life, if you have back pain and you're looking for a natural temporary relief, this could be the answer for you. If you think you've tried everything, there is no other inversion table that is built to the specs or the features that Roger is doing, and you do not get this deal on the infomercial. Almost $100 worth of upgrades, free shipping, 90% assembled. We do not charge you for the flex pay. On the infomercial, it's only 3 flex pay, and they charge you $15 to do that. We do interest-free payments, 5 of them, but you have to try it for yourself. And Roger, seeing is believing. You keep upgrading this table. It's better and better. It's not like any other inversion table out there.
Absolutely not. In fact, the thing that most sets it apart are these stickers that show it meets independently set safety standards. This European mark with that number, that's a medical, the current medical standard. This is the tough spec. We won't go into it in detail. I think there's a flash thing. UL spec is really tough. But our table, Teeter, is the only brand that meets this specification. These independent safety engineers said this is what an inversion table should do to be safe. We are the only ones that meet that standard. You see how quickly it comes out of a storage position. This is how you adjust it from 4'8" to 6'6". I'm going to put it on my height. Comfort Dial foot platform. These are big shoes, small shoes, skushy, soft foot clamps. 50% more surface area than the one you bought.
They feel great.
The ComforTrak bed design. New plastic, doesn't stain. You can wipe it down after your sweaty husband gets on it.
Right.
Acupressure nodes. There are 8 of them in 4 sizes. They're color-coded for size. They twist and lock in any one of these slots. So if you've got that knot in your back that you want to work on and slide on, this is all included, no extra charge. The lumbar bridge goes in any one of these slots depending on size and height that you want. The oversized handles, that is a freebie on HSN that's not available on the infomercial. That is a big deal. Also, the color-coded safety strap.
Right, that's again, like a $10 upgrade right there.
Another upgrade. So that's $70, that's $80 in upgrades. Add the $15 for flex pay if you're getting flex pay. And then combine all that with the fact that this is far more assembled.
Yeah.
This main shaft with all those small foot pieces, that has to be assembled in the infomercial, but not here. You know, so these handles, you have total control with your arm weight, but you can use the handles if you want to just walk yourself back. I mean, that's the idea. Maybe one hand in the handle and the other over your head like this. Benefits start right here. This is where I'd want you to start. You're getting some decompression, some certainly stress relief. It happens even at this shallow angle. You're getting extra blood to your head. It even starts to get a little giddy.
You do.
Now, if you really want to work on, you've got temporary back pain, you want to get that flexibility back, you want to get that temporary improvement in posture, you need to work up to an angle like this. Actually, the more inversion, the more benefit, but don't go beyond an angle that you can totally relax at. If you start to tense up, you've gone too far, back up. You know, at this angle, you got this hand grip, you can push and pull your body around, you know, full inversion. You don't need to go here, but a lot of you will. 50% by actual survey of HSN customers do go to full inversion. Because of the extra flexibility. And with a new elongated body, you can do things that you haven't been able to do. Yes, if somebody in the family wants to turn it into a workout station, they can. Inverted squats, you know. When you're over 76 like I am, it's functional fitness that counts. That means joints that work. So
see, 76. I mean, that's the thing that's so unbelievable. It's putting the quality back and the life back in your years. I mean, for a lot of us out there, like Roger says, it's functional fitness. It's chasing the grandkids. It's being able to bowl. It's being able to walk the dog. What is your life prohibiting you from doing right now? What is that back pain? You want that temporary relief. What is it taking away from you right now? I mean, that's the big thing you have to ask yourself, because for a lot of people who think they have tried everything, once they get the inversion table at home, I mean, it is a life-changing experience.
You know, that's why I'm, you know, at 76, I still love going around many stations around the world telling people about how it changed my life, because it really made a difference for me.
Yes.
Remember my story? Wrecked my back, 5 years. I tried everything to get relief. Nothing really worked. I was introduced to inversion. The relief I got was temporary, but it lasted longer than anything else I'd tried during the 5 years that I was fighting the back pain. And because it changed my life, my wife and I started this business in our garage in 1981. This is a family-run business. This is all we do. We got 2.5 to 3 million people using our equipment around the world. You know, don't listen to us. Do your homework. Get on the internet. Go to hsn.com. There's 324 reviews. Over 70% perfect 5 stars. In fact, there's thousands of testimonies on Google and all over.
Absolutely. I mean, if you
videos, everything.
Well, if you search the internet, I mean, honestly, see what inversion can do for you. But I remind you, not all inversion tables are created alike.
Don't even think about inverting on a table that doesn't actually have the stickers on it. Even if they claim they meet the standard, the stickers have to be on it. That's the proof that it really meets that it really passes the
Absolutely.
testing.
And remember, Roger's only here for a couple of days. He is our longest running fitness item of all time here at HSN. And this could be the solution for you. So basically, Roger's got one more day. So 24 hours only where you can qualify for that flex pay. Remember, we do not charge you for that flex pay, unlike the infomercial. We give you almost $100 worth of bonuses and upgrades. The infomercial table is not, you know, this is virtually assembly free, 90% assembled. Hardest thing to do is to get it out of the box, but it is only as long as supplies last. So if you want yours, I definitely hope you make your way to the phones. Actually, Roger, you're coming back really early because of daylight savings time.
Yes, that's a very short night.
Yes. 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Which is, as far as I'm concerned, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. So you're going to need your little inversion therapy.
Look, you know what